tax. This is a government that when it tells you something, you can take it to the bank. This government talks and keeps its promises.
So on the economy, do you think Nigerians took to the bank what the president said?
Economy has been sticky. And the simple reason is that it takes a long while to rebuild things that have been spoiled. The Nigerian economy was despoiled. It was degraded. It was pillared. Everything negative was done to the economy. The economy was almost crumbled. In fact, before the last administration left, the Nigerian economy was poised for recession. Nothing could have stopped it. It couldn't have been avoided. It was primed to go into recession. And it takes a while. Don't forget, I always talk about Japan. 15 years, the Japanese economy has been in recession. Nigerian economy went into recession for just 1 year and it's about coming out. It says a lot about the government and what it has done. Frugality, ability to manage small resources and deploy them very well. Last year, budget, 1.2 trillion was spent on capital projects. Capital projects. In 2015, it was only, was it 16 or 18 billion that was spent on capital projects. And last year, this administration spent 1.2 trillion. The intention was to kickstart the Nigerian economy, and the economy is responding. Don't forget, in the acting president broadcast again, he said this year, about double of that will be spent on capital projects. So we are looking towards over 2 trillion on capital projects this year.
So how does that really translate to helping Nigerians out of this poverty state? It
would, because all those who earn that 2.4 trillion that will be spent this year will be Nigerians, workmen, artisans, all sorts of people. It will trickle down. There is the trickle-down effect. It will affect the personal economy of Nigerians, particularly those who will be engaged in the capital project.
Because when you say capital projects, you know, we remember things like Ajaokuta Steel, which is still in comatose. We still remember other capital projects line across the state, the East-West Road and other things.
Many roads are being built and will still be built. There will be many housing projects. The rail project is on. All those are capital projects that will affect those who will work on them directly. When the administration came in 2015, there was huge debt in that area. Everything.
What area?
In the infrastructural area, generally. Huge debt. I had Minister Fashola on your station on Wednesday morning when he talked about the huge debt that he met in housing, in works, in power, and all that. Everything was paid. And once the debt has been cleared, anything that is fresh engagement will be paid for. And it's going to redound to the fiscal well-being of Nigerians.
Was there any plan by the APC really to help kickstart things so that maybe at this time, after 2 years, Nigerians would be smiling instead of running lots of disenchantment right now in a lot of people's families?
Well, the disenchantments will naturally come if the economy is not buoyant. And the economy was down. It was inexorable that the economy will go down. The way the administration that left had managed, or rather mismanaged, the economy. Don't forget that a minister in that administration said that administration didn't have the will to save. Very significant. They didn't have the will to save. And don't forget that a former president said he told the president then that the way you are running this economy, you will run it into recession. So the signs were clear. The signs were clear. Nigeria was primed for recession.
And APC had no clue as to how to go about it.
APC has also confessed that it underestimated the problem with the economy. You know, many promises were made until they got into office. Remember, the president said when he got into office and he saw the real state of the economy, he felt like bolting. Because before they got in, they underestimated the problem. It was when they got in that they saw the enormity of it. It was like a reality check.
Okay, now let's look at these three main areas: corruption, security, and economy. apparently, many Nigerians think that the government has failed when it comes to boosting the economy, and that's of course that's from surveys. When it comes to corruption, there are mixed reactions. When it comes to security, it's the same. And so when you take these three together, you're wondering, the after effect is, or the main point is that Nigerians still remain disenchanted. And so, of course, given the heightened expectation, the Nigerians gave the APC, let's also take a look at this self-poll. I don't know if you heard about it, if you saw it.
I saw most of the...
Exactly. Nigerians rated the APC as a matter of, I think 54% went for low, poor, and so on and so forth.
And there's another one where 57% went for high.
Do we have two polls here?
Yeah. There are up to 3 that I've even seen.
So which one was low? Which set of Nigerians rated the APC as low? On which
there was one that rated the APC, the presidential approval of the president, 57%. Yes.
On what handle is that?
Maybe I'll show you. I have it. I'll send
But not
it
the APC handle.
No, not the APC handle.
Okay, so we're talking about the APC handle.
Okay.
And that's really that's of course is the presidency, so to speak. And so when you saw 54% rating the government as low, that was I mean, all votes went towards that. Were you surprised?
No. Rather, you should praise the honesty of the APC. That's a poll that could have been manipulated because it was their own. They could manipulate it.
How do you mean?
But they didn't manipulate it. They were in charge of it.
So I'm asking, were you surprised?
No, it depends on the sample size taken. I'll tell you that the strength of this administration is in the ordinary people who wouldn't even respond to that kind of poll. The ordinary people who the president has a passion for. He has a passion for ordinary people. And those ordinary people also respond to him the same way.
And these are the same set of people who voted or who rated the government?
No. Not in that kind of poll. Those kind of people don't even have access to this kind. That was done electronically. Those people they don't take part in those electronic things. That is an elite thing.
We'll take a break right now. We're still with the special advisor to the president on media, Mr. Femi Adeshina. Join us again after now.